Growing up on this property as a kid, I used to play in these woods all the time, and there was this tree that we used to play in. It was such a big tree that even the hollow spot I could fit inside. And as you can see, I mean, I'm standing beside it. The thing's massive. It's probably at least a 5-foot diameter tree. A recent storm came through, knocked it over. You can see the split up the side here. It finally let go. But the problem is it fell into a cluster of basswood trees, and in that cluster is a really nice tree that I'm gonna try to save. There's 2 stems that come out of this cluster that I'm gonna try to cut and see if I can get this thing to avoid the big one. First one just comes out and over, it's not doing anything, but if this tree goes to fall, it's gonna hit that and split, put a real big split in the main tree, and that is going to be damaged. I don't want that tree to have. So I'm going to cut that off just in case this does go. It falls in that crotch, it doesn't split the tree. And then the tree that it's leaning in, which I'll show you in a second, it hit it, knocked the top out of it completely, so now it's just a big trunk, and where the top was a crotch, and it split. So that tree is going to die too. So I'm going to try and cut that tree and use it as leverage to kind of just tilt this tree out of the cluster. Might work, might not. Either way, if I don't do anything, it's going to kill the big tree. If I do something, mess it up, it's going to kill the big tree. If I do something and do it right, I save the big tree. So I'll give you a look at the top of this tree, and I'm going to get started. Okay, so here's the roots. You can see right in there is the main hollow area, but if you follow this tree the whole way up to there, you can see the cluster of trees that it landed in. Right in about the center of the screen, you can see the dead branches, all the brown. They're just starting to turn brown from being killed. This area right here, you can see is hollow, and that goes the whole way down to the trunk of the tree. And then on the other side of that crotch is the branch right there, and that one continues up into the trees I'm concerned about. So the plan is to cut that tree right here, cut it out, because if this thing falls and lands in that crotch, it's just going to split it out. This tree right here is the one that landed and smashed the top out of it. So I'm going to try to use this tree to tilt it that way. And the tree I'm trying to save is the one that you can see barely peeking up behind it. That's the prettiest of the cluster. So that's the goal. Right there, you can see where it's leaning. You can see some of the fresh wood that is right there. That's the tree it smashed. So we'll see if we can get this thing to go the way we want it to, and get some basswood in the meantime. Alright, so here's the underside. It's a really steep bank. You can see how wide the base is. You can see the hole. There's a branch in the way. You can see straight through it, there's a hole there. That's the hole we used to climb into to play in it, but it goes way up. Snap that branch off right there. You can see it bowed backwards, and it's just hanging out up in the tops of these trees. So I'm going to see if I can use the standing basswood and just leverage it this way. Alright, now we've got a bridge. but see, this is the crotch I was worried about if it felt, but it split that out. So what I'm going to do is cut this a little bit more at a downward angle so that if it does hit there, it'll glance off instead of just split the tree. So next is this tree here. Well, I'll see if there's a safe way. It's a super steep bank, as you can see. So if it seems like it's gonna be straightforward, I'll try it. If not, then I might just abandon it. But we'll give it a try, see what happens. Debating if I should take like another little bit out of there. And basically, I don't want to follow that tree. I want the other tree to push it this way. And I don't know if that'll happen or not.
Hey, one thing, what's supposed to go? Get the heck out of there.
I know. That's why I want to go up there and start cutting that tree and not be anywhere near underneath it. What's that?
That sucks, you gotta cut those two.
I know. But if it falls and hits that really big one, then the biggest one's dead. And that one's already dead. The whole top of it's missing, so it's just a trunk. I'm going to tickle it real quick and then abandon this down here, go up there. it.